Hi, here's a video of my 1957 Chevrolet 3200 Apache. I picked this one up uh, just the other day from a place really close to my work. Just hopped on the classifieds and happened to see that they were selling this teal colored one and then another one. The teal color one was already spoken for, and immediately fell in love with this one just because of how complete it is. Has a drivetrain as well. I believe it's a 283 V8 with a 4-speed manual. Still kind of just going through checking everything on it. So there's that. Put a rag over the carburetor to keep crap out of it. It does turn over, which is good. 6-volt system. I do have a 12-volt hooked up just to kick it on shortly and see the power to everything. I only checked the headlights so far, which is pretty cool. And it's not hooked up. I forgot about that, but they do work. So yeah, the history on this truck, as far as I can gather, was this lady's dad had bought a lot of cars and trucks back in the day, and he was intending to restore them, but just never got around to it, and eventually passed away in his 60s, and his daughter and son had been working on selling his car collection. So yeah, he kind of has cars all over the place right now, and I'm not sure what time or what year he had bought this, but it's in fairly decent shape, minus the broken windshield and some broken or cracked glass. It's about $200 to replace that windshield, new glass, thankfully. And they do sell, so far as I've researched, new wing vent glass. I'm not sure about these. They might, should. She does have the typical rust in the lower cab corners. A little bit bendage from the guy that used his forklift and forks, unfortunately, at the place. But I guess you gotta do what you gotta do when you have a bunch of cars to move around and sell them. So there's that. That's a tire I'm gonna be replacing on this rim so it can roll around. I've never got it to fire up yet. I don't know what's gonna happen when it does or if it does. Cleared out the bed, and that looks like to be maybe part of the original wood bed. A lot of the metal supports are rusted out, but I'm going to be working on replacing all of that. I think I'm going to leave the paint and the body just basically how it is. Maybe just for sure do a little bit of rust repair and like cab corner sections, especially this one right here. Yeah. 3200 Chevrolet. It's got some cool red lettering on it. I can't really make out what it says, but I remember seeing a couple of videos online where you can carefully sand away some of the stuff on here and keep your lettering in place. So I might attempt to try that to see if I could bring some more of that text out, because I would love to have that stay on the truck, and kind of gives that cool, unique look to it. So yeah, let's take a look inside. Pull on that a little bit. They lifted up the forks down here. They kind of buckled that up. Same for the other side. Had to jump up and down, just kind of flatten it back out a little bit. I think it was more so the passenger side than this side. They got that type of bendage. So you just got to put some more WD-40 on the hinges and get things working a little better. But anyways, here we go. We got the cluster panel. It's just like really cool old retro. Temperature, amps, oil, gas. They expected to go to 100 back in the day, so they put that there. We got headlights. I would assume that's maybe for the wipers. Seems like both of those have the letter C on it. I'm not sure. Gotta experiment with that still. And the glass that somebody threw a brick through at some point in time, or I'm not sure what happened there. This is in really good shape, minus shrinkage happening right here, but a little bit of black RTV will take care of that. That'll be fine. Looks like we still got the original, maybe not original, I shouldn't say that, gas tank behind the seat, and it didn't have a cap on it, so it could be full of water, not sure. But I'm definitely going to be removing that and putting something underneath the bed, because I just don't like the idea of having a gas tank behind me in the event anything happens, or having to smell gasoline fumes, potentially. We got clutch pedal right here, brake pedals all the way to the bottom. Not quite sure what to make of that yet. I believe the master cylinder is probably not in the same location as most vehicles have them, on the firewall. And then we got our 4-speed shifter, which is pretty cool. She's kind of frozen, but thankfully frozen in neutral, or I just can't get into gear. Either way, that just made it easy to move around. So, yeah. A little bit of that horn button right there. Use some steel wool and Windex to try and bring that back out. But overall, really cool truck. I've been working with a lot of Mopars over the past 10, 12 years, so this is a real treat to finally have one of these. So I'm going to have fun working on this, and hopefully the drivetrain's good in it. If not, I got plenty of other drivetrains I'm thinking about swapping in. So I did get a extra fender that I can replace this one with, because I'm not too much of a fan of this factory spare tire deal. I don't think I'm going to run a spare tire on it eventually, so I think I'm just going to put the other fender on that doesn't have that and just make it look better, in my opinion. We got the nice Chevrolet tailgate. She's on jack stands right now, so I can just assess everything. Almost looks like a Chrysler 8 3/4, but I'm not even sure what they call that. Still trying to get into the Chevy game, or just literature, study all that stuff. I know Mopar, that's about it. So, yeah, sweet old truck. Like I say, just gonna try and keep it mostly original as it is right now, and just get her running and driving. So fingers crossed that this motor is good. She does have oil in it. I didn't see any antifreeze in the radiator, but I was able to kind of get a whiff of what smells like antifreeze, so hopefully there's some further down the cores past the visibility line. Yeah, I guess that master cylinder must be down there or something for the brake master cylinder, because they don't have it up here. So yeah, get another good look of the grill. It has that cool, mean look to it. Yeah, all the colors, it's been painted and it's live. Looks like we got some green, white, primer, maybe gray paint, yellow, patina brown, some of that red. Cool looking mirrors. They're actually in pretty good shape. So yeah, we'll get it fixed up and start working on it some more. Hopefully get it going. So yeah, that's my 1957 Chevrolet 3200. I guess I could call it an Apache. That's kind of technically what it is. So yeah, there she is.